Now, what I just want to talk about is finished up on SSRIs there, so let's make a new video. One talking about, I think, something that we'll all agree is important when you are in the depths of depression. To get too miserable on you. I was only looking at David Lynch. I'd heard of him, but I didn't realise just how intelligent he was, how great he was with words. And I'm watching a bit of his stuff now, so words like melancholy and all that jazz. Oh, anyone remember doing Leaving Cert English? Got very depressing, didn't it? It's no wonder that I was so good at it. Oh. But I wanted to talk about the importance of sport. So I made a video talking about autism in sport, and then I obviously talk about rugby. But I want to just say, for everyone, in general. So it can't be overstated. Anyone's looking at my tash, it's got loads of different colours in it. It's blonde and then ginger and white in some parts. It's mad looking. Yeah, sport is something that I'm grateful to have had, not just in school but also when I was leaving, after school I stuck with it. What's going on? Sorry, just checking on Alf for a second. There's loads of noise. It's meant to be a big storm later on, so it's getting quite windy. Nice enough day, but real wind chill. Good boy. I've been down this way in a while. Where are you going now? Good boy. This is a cement mixer. Fascinated by a cement mixer. Gotta love seeing his face when he sees something new. Really cute. But yeah, the main topic. I was just thinking back to it and talking to the lads that I coach. It's sport is something that keeps you out of trouble. It also keeps you disciplined, even if nothing else. The amount of mouthpieces, that are going around that don't play any sport, that are never in the thick of it, because the thing is, when you're playing a team sport especially, it's even numbers. You have to work with each other. You're equal to everybody else. You don't have a man advantage or anything. So when you see these little scroats going around trying to intimidate people, I guarantee that they've dropped out of sport, or at least they've never played it properly. Because one thing that it gives you is a respect for, there are people on this pitch that could actually bash my head in, so it keeps you humble. If you get your arse handed to you, you learn that there are people here who could kill you. You get more of a sense of respect, especially if you push yourself. If you're the type that only goes out when it suits you, and you don't play for the team, then yeah, fair enough. But yeah, we go back. Good boy. Come on. That type that just only shows up when the team's either, and this is a thing, I noticed it with a few lads. There's a team that you're playing against that's considered a bit soft, and then there's loads of lads that are showing up for that game, Then you're playing a team that's a bit scummier, a bit more aggressive, and then loads of lads just back out, they're injured. Because there's going to be more of a confrontation, you're going to get into a scrap maybe, but you're come on, pick a side out. Jeez, he's going all over the shop. This dog zigzags everywhere, I swear. I can't give out to that face. But yeah, I used to notice it all the time, especially with the lads who would mouth off that were still playing. But Ralph, pick a side, good boy, come on. You gotta pick a side. They used to always be talking a good game, and then it comes down to a team where they might actually look like a little bitch, for want of a better word. You're guess what, they're nowhere to be seen, or they're injured or something. Happened all the fucking time, you know. I can remember before we were, I was playing for college, IT Tala, and there were like these 7 new lads that showed up to play when we were playing against National College of Ireland, NCI, who weren't great, you know, like their rugby team wasn't great at the time anyway. 1 or 2 good players, but they hadn't really trained, and they were known to be one of the weaker teams in the league. Guess what, loads of lads show up and are running into tries. Then we played against Dundalk IT, who were a stronger rugby team. You know, you'd have the likes of lads from Dundalk Rugby Club, and Boyne, big loud men. Rahoo. That's Hector O'Heckle. He's actually from Navan. He's Meath. Don't worry, I know my counties. I have a cousin from Navan, so I know the Meath accent well. It's a funny one, Ari. You have a good laugh with them as well. Good rugby club, Navan. Big fuckers. Now watch. Okay, we can go. Come on. Move though. His sense of urgency isn't very high. Wanna go back? Yeah, we can go back. No bother. Oh, we've gone pretty far today, so doesn't know what he wants. Too many options. Spoiled rotten. But yeah, so the point I was making was National College of Ireland weren't great. Loads of lads show up. Dundalk, much better. You would have had lads from, say, particularly Boyne Rugby Club and Dundalk. So, alright rugby clubs, you know, not bad. But like, they train, a lot of the lads knew each other, they would have trained together, so better team for sure, and they ended up beating us. And I played, and all these lads dropping out with injuries all of a sudden. Lo and behold, I got to try in that game. That's the thing, like, that I always noticed in games was when we come up against the weaker teams. I don't want to say shit teams, like that's pretty disrespectful, but you know, teams that hadn't trained together, or they hadn't got lads from rugby clubs. It was fair enough, you know, you get you'd run up cricket scores on them. That's what you say, like the players you notice, and like not to big myself up too much, but I always used to score against the teams in tighter games, you know, because what you'd have when you play teams that were weaker was every lad hogging the ball, you know, always just keeping it for themselves, seeing how many tries they could get. Then when you're playing the stronger teams, you know, you see who the truly good players are, who pick the ball up and go themselves and take it upon themselves, you know. And like, I used to do that, you know, I used to show up in the big games. And the lads who did show up in the bigger games with me were the ones who you respected more. Which are like, now is the time you need to show up. You know, all well and good running in 50 tries against a shit team. What? Stay in. Good boy. Yeah, all good. He's a country dog after all. When he's in the big city of Dublin, he's not used to all the sounds. He's a Wexford man, true and true. Is our Ralphie. Yeah, good boy. But yeah, that's the thing you really see, you know. Lads who play a sport have a discipline about them. You know, they have to be a trainer, they're not off just doing whatever the fuck they want. They're not running around thinking that they're the best thing since sliced bread. And lads who also show up when the odds aren't in their favour. That's fucking bravery. You know? Just as I said it before, but I've shown up for games where I knew we were probably going to get our asses handed to us, but I showed up, you know, I felt a sense of duty. And then everybody's laughing, saying, oh, you got hammered in your own fucking team. You're like, well, at least I had the balls to show up. Come on, Alf, come on, bring it back. Good boy. You know, like, it's very easy to criticise someone who actually had the guts to go out knowing they'd probably get humiliated, but they actually showed up for the fucking game. But it annoys me, really annoys me. Men are made playing sport, you know. You really see who the real men are when they show up, when they show up to training every week. Oh, will you stop walking in between my feet? If I were any other dog. But I love you too much. Come on. Stay, good lad. But yeah, like, I scored tries before against teams where you're beating by like 50 points and I'm still showing up, and I literally turn around and scream at the lads, is anyone going to fucking bother their arse today, you know? Because I was putting in so much effort and there were so many lads that just weren't bothering their arse. They'd be the first to mouth off to the other team. They wouldn't do anything though. I always was like, what are you shouting on about? You know, I wasn't a big talker, at least with the opposition. You know, I'd hit them hard or whatever. I think there's too many people put value on words now rather than actually doing stuff. Sport does keep you out of trouble. Like the amount of trouble I think I would have gotten up to, because as they say, the devil makes time for idle hands. I've used that expression already, but it's true. My mother used to say it all the time. She did though. They were sitting around thinking, you know, getting up to no good as a young fella. Having something that you can focus on, training, and wish people would tell you can overdo it though. Nobody ever told me I could overdo it. I just thought enough is never enough. Teachers were very generic, you know, it's just, oh, sport's important. Yeah, but how much is too much, you know? When can you overdo it? You never told us about that. Playing 3 different sports every week and I'm feeling fucking seriously run down. You never told me about that. But it's something that you have pride in as well, especially if you play for a school team. I felt there was a big lack of that when I was in school. Lads just saying, oh, you're gonna lose, you know, they're gonna tear you a new arsehole and all this stuff. We play against the likes of Belvedere, Blackrock, and we ended up beating their mixture, like their seconds and thirds team. Wasn't their first job, but still a good team. We beat them. We got to take the glory of that. But if I ever made a mistake in a game, lads in my own team were the first to remind me of it. They'd always say, oh, you got boshed, you got smashed. I was like, fuck off. Especially those like who didn't even play. A few of my mates who didn't even play, and I had a good game. The first thing they tell me was, oh, you got boshed. They'd always tell you the negative first, you know. Alf, come on, don't mind them. Move, come on. Stop sitting around. Doesn't even like them, I don't know why he's waiting around. But you'd have lads instantly in to remind you. You know, so you're never getting a break from it. If you made any mistake, they were fucking in like flies to shite to tell you, oh yeah, you fucked up. Alf, will you come on, good boy. I guess not letting that get to you, because it's gonna fucking happen. You're never gonna have a perfect game. As I say, builds discipline, because you know that you're not the toughest guy, you know, you're not top dog. Especially when you play for older teams, you're like, there are lads bigger and stronger than me who could smash me up. So I've got to work on getting stronger and tougher, you know, that kind of way. That's something that builds character as well. So in that sense, it's so important. you know. Stay. I'm gonna let you off. Stay. Too eager to. There you go. Now you're moving. You know, and really fucking annoys me when you see these guys who don't bother their arse. They're too cowardly to go out in the field. But as I say, the man in the arena, keep going back to that Theodore Roosevelt quote, but don't even give them the time of day. Don't waste your energy on cowards that wouldn't even bother taking to the field or playing the game, you know. Do it for you. Don't do it to impress others. You're never going to have the perfect game. Showing up sometimes is just as important. Just as brave as well, you know. Just show up. Keep showing up. Come on. Don't be drinking out puddles. Come on. All the things I wish that I'd had when I was playing, you know. But look, it's something to be